I known him since he was a little boy, but I didn't have a great relationship with him then, or I didn't get to see him as often as when he actually moved to L'Arche. And so I've worked with Dave ever since he was done high school. And he's grown up to be very caring and intuitive. He understands things that most people wouldn't, considering that, he can't hear.
September of 2015, when I moved into Corinthian House with David, that helped me to get to know him much better, to learn the details of how he communicates and to build that relationship.
The first time I came to the community, I lived in Waiguba House, and every Sundays whenever he visits, that's when he really looks forward to being with Gary McDonald. Gary is one of his best friends in community, and after supper, it's always expected that there's a movie, and I usually join them for that.
So I think what makes the relationship really special to me is that he was my first friend I had ever in community, because he welcomed me. He was there when I arrived, and he's a really open personality.
David is mostly deaf. He's able to hear very loud noise, but most of his communication is in alternative ways. So there's sign language, an American Sign Language that David uses. But then David also has created signs. For example, people's names in the community. He'll create a sign that sort of maybe reflects their personality, or it's just a fun sign to do.
Gary's also not very verbal with his communication, the same as David, but it doesn't seem like it's a problem to communicate. They're able to choose which movie they want to watch that day, and able to laugh together when there's something to, something funny.
It's really hard to understand him when you first meet. And even though I just met him and I didn't understand a word he said, he made me feel at home, and he was really open, and he wanted me to understand, and he helped a lot.
So, what's your name? What's your name? Ba. What's my name? Yeah, so an M basketball for Matt, who likes to play basketball. Where are you working today?
Here.
With Gia, so Tanya.
I could explain something to him and how to do a task, and even though he can't actually understand what I'm saying, just by visualizing what I'm doing, even though I may not have words for it, he picks up on it very easily. So where somebody else that can hear me may not even understand.
I would say that one of the gifts that David has is really a great compassion for people that he cares and loves. He knows how to invite people in to communicate with him and to understand him, and hence him understanding the others. And so even though words are not necessarily part of his communication, he's one of those people that I'm able to really clearly communicate with. Communicate feelings, communicate thoughts.
But what do you like to do with your friends? What do you like to do? Yeah, so Feda.
Yeah.
Your friend Rebecca.
Yeah.
She's your friend.
Yeah.
And I know you're friends with Mukhtar.
Yeah.
And I know you like to go for a burger and pop, sometimes a beer.
Yeah.
I think he's a really open person, and he's always welcoming. When he sees new people, he's really excited, and he invites them in. He lets them sign in his book, writes down their phone numbers, wants to call them. He's not just meeting the person, he also wants to keep that relationship going, and he's calling people, and he works on relationships.
Every day, he makes sure that he comes to my office after work to have a meeting with me. And he'll just tell me that, I forgot our beer night, or I forgot to give him a call. Or he'll just tell me that he called me the other night, or he'll tell me that he really appreciated watching Game of Thrones with him. Every single day, he'll come to my office at the end of the day just to tell me that he's there and he's a friend.